Polyto Japan Hub, the first
Good afternoon. Okay, great. Good afternoon and welcome to this conference on behalf of IRES Piemonte, the Socio-Economic Research Institute of our region, Piemonte, which is in the northwestern Italy. I want, first of all, to thank, or better, first of all, I have to introduce myself. I am the president of IRES Piemonte. I have started serving as president last February, so it's a new role for me. I want to send my heartfelt gratitude to the Polytechnic University of Torino, Politecnico di Torino, which is hosting us here today, and to the Italian Pavilion, who has done a great job in the last month here in Osaka Expo. I want to say that it's incredible. It's an incredible experience to be here in Expo for IRES, for our team. It's the very first extra-European mission for us, and I think that it will provide great outcomes for the future. So it's a first step for us, and I want to thank you for being here with us today. We do believe in international cooperation. That's why we have, as a special guest here, Professor Takahisa Yokoi from the Shokai Gakin University. I'm sorry for the pronunciation, but we are so proud for having a Japanese researcher here today with us to try to go deep into the topics we are going to discuss about in the next minutes. IRES is a socio-economic research center. So we are going to focus on an important topic which is related to territories, which is related to cities and urban development. But we want to face this topic under the socio-economic point of view, so under the social impact point of view of this very technical topic, this very technical point we are going to discuss. Expo 2025 has a claim which is designing future society for our lives. I would like to add better lives, or better, I hope so. And the Italian Pavilion is focused on the art that regenerates life, and this wonderful pavilion is inspired by the famous ideal city, La Città Ideale, and so that's why we decided to focus this talk on one way, but we consider one of the best way to try to develop cities and to develop territories, and it is in a polycentric way. So a polycentric way and a polycentric territorial model will be explained in details by the great speakers that are going to take the floor in a very short time. What is important to say, under my point of view, is that we are here to exchange experiences. We are here to compare different models that are facing same challenges. We know that, for example, the urban model in Italy is quite different. We live in a region which is called Piedmont, which has more than 1,200 villages. But most of these villages are very small villages. Then we have what we consider a big city in the Italian scale, which is Torino, with 850,000 inhabitants. And between these small villages and our big city, we have many mid-sized cities. And the mid-sized cities are often the center of a community that starts from the city, that arrives to the rural area, the countryside, passing through the peri-urban territory, peri-urban area. When you have to, for example, you have to design public services in a very big city, it could be complicated under the technical point of view, but it is usually it is easy because you know you have a lot of users, you have many people that are going to use these services. So if you have to, for example, to design the public transportation system in Tokyo or in Osaka, you are sure that a lot of people will use that system, and so the system will be sustainable under the financial point of view, but not only under the financial one. If you have to plan and to design the same kind of public service in a mid-sized city, in a rural area, it is very different because it's so hard to find the right balance, and it's so hard to understand what is the point that you can achieve in order to guarantee service to everybody, to everyone, at the same time to guarantee public services that are sustainable under the financial and, of course, under the social point of view. So that's why we want to compare the Piedmont's polycentric territorial model, medium-sized cities in comparative international perspectives, the title of what we are going to present, and it will be presented by our senior researcher in transportation and public policies, Cristina Bargero, with the other presentation of our colleague from Japan that will focus more on the urban system and on the way to develop the urban context. So I think that it will be useful, it will be also very interesting to understand how the system can be improved in terms of quality, in terms of quality of services, in terms of sustainability, and at the same time it can create a strong cooperation between our system, because in this very hard period we do believe that international cooperation is a good way to make people working together to create a better future for everyone and to go beyond some stupid problems that sometimes different countries face during the everyday life. So thanks so much again for being here. Also, thanks again for following us on the live streaming channel. And now I'm going to leave the floor to Cristina Bargero, our senior researcher. Please, Cristina, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. I'm Cristina Bargero. I'm a researcher of IRES Piedmont. In the Italia pavilion, you can watch our city, the picture of our city of Piedmont region. But in our presentation, we want to show how our territory is organized. And the organization of our territory is polycentric. What is polycentrism? Polycentrism is a special structure with multiple interconnected urban centers. We have two definitions of polycentric model. The first definition is morphological and refers to spatial distribution of nodes. Then the functional polycentrism involves the relationship between and the flows between the different cities and the different nodes. We have two scale matters of polycentric model. The first scale matter is within a city. In Tokyo, the polycentric, and in Japan city, the polycentric model is applied to a city, to a town. In our region, the polycentric model is applied to a broader territory that is a region. But the polycentric model is also a goal of European public policy, because the recent European public policies focuses on multi-level governance. What is multi-level governance? I think that in Japan you have a different model of governance. You have prefecture. We don't have prefecture in Italy, but we have 4 levels of governance: the central state, the region, the province, and the municipality. each country in Europe has a different governance model, but the important focus is the framework, the European framework that focuses on multi-level governance. Multi-level governance promote polycentricity through shared competencies between national, regional, and supranational actors. And the objective is the territorial cohesion. Why we talk about Piemonte? Piemonte is our region, but Piemonte also features a network of interconnected city, towns, and service hubs. We have a big city and then a lot of small town and a small village. Turin, that is a capital, is the primary employment hub, but we have also sub-regional and provincial centers that counterbalance its primacy by population and also by employment or by generation of wealth. And we have also a decentralization of service, of healthcare service, of public transport service, and this is important for cohesion goal. European policy want to bridge urban-rural divides. Medium cities in Italy, in Piedmont, and in Europe act as connector between metropolitan hub and rural areas, facilitating service access and mobility. They host key public institutions, university, cultural center, supporting regional identity and innovation. But they are also less congested than big city, and they can pilot urban policy and sustainability model. We present now our region. In the past, until 80 years of the past century, the main specialization of our region was manufacturing. It was the production of cars. But the decline of EV industry, the decline that now also involves in all European countries, spurred demographic and economic dispersal toward secondary cities and mountain regions. And Piemonte began evolving into a reticulated territory with multiple interconnected nodes offering diversified functions and identities. In Italy, we have also a strategy. SNI is a national strategy for inner areas. We classified territory by travel time to service hubs. We have municipalities that are classified like belt, like intermediate, peripheral, and ultra-peripheral. And the definition is related to travel time by hospital, by school, and by primary services. Now we present the territorial structure of our region. We have only 26 municipalities that are classified as poles, and they host 42% of the regional population. Then 782 municipalities account for 36.8% of residents. But also the peripheral and ultra-peripheral areas represent a small part of population, 1.8% of population. Turin, that is the capital of region, remain the dominant urban pole, serving as administrative, educational, and innovation hub within the regional system. We have secondary cities that are capital of our governance level of province, that function as regional sub-service centers, and mountain towns foster cultural and ecological resilience. Each pole, each territory has a specific territorial specialization. We have a high administrative and demographic fragmentation. We calculate a fragmentation index that shows that in some part of our region, in some province of our region, we have highest index of fragmentation. And in this territory, we have a problem of providing services, because providing services, health, school, transport, but also connectivity is more expensive. Each provincial pole has a specific economic economic specialization. The Turin, the capital of our region, show a diversified economy, services and technology. Novara has a specialization in logistics, but also in services and textile. Alessandria has a specialization in chemicals, logistics, and services. Cuneo, maybe do you know Cuneo, because in Cuneo we produce Nutella, chocolate. The specialization of Cuneo is agri-food, food and beverage, but also mechanics and services. And also Vercelli has a specialization in mechanics, but also in food, in rice. And this different specialization of the province in the period of crisis can be anchor of resilience, because diversification of economy is a good way to be resilient. We have a different population range. The largest city in Piedmont is Turin, but the population is only, because I compare with Tokyo, but also with Osaka, 800,000, 900,000 population, but also the small is 29,000 population. And we have, but in this small city, we have high employment density. What is the problem of a polycentric model is the accessibility, because we have a different accessibility in different territory of our region. The poles, the major city, all the poles have a station, but in ultra-peripheral municipality, ultra-peripheral area, we don't have rail access. It also, we have also a different in geographic distribution of our region. But Turin also is a regional backbone, because the main rail corridors, the highways, the speedway, I think, I don't know if in Japan we talk about high speed, but high speed is an important project to connect all European countries. connect Torino to Milano, the main city of our region, and is a strategical corridor in Europe. And I conclude, what is the future outlook, the trend and the risk of polycentric territory? The demographic shift. Also in Japan, you have a problem of aging population. The aging population and the youth out-migration may destabilize regional equilibria, especially in rural area, but also the climate change. Region must anticipate climate impact, floods, biodiversity loss through territorial strategies, and also the pressure of digital transition. Our region can be a test bed. Our region illustrates both the opportunity and the constraint of a polycentric model in a post-industrial European context. But the important thing, like Mr. President Alessandro said, is to develop synergy, cooperation, and to share our experience with other countries, our experience with European countries, but also with a country like Japan, because also with cooperation between administrative level, between authority, but also between people, we can build a good future, a good future for everybody. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Cristina, for this presentation and this focus on the Piedmont model. Now we are proud to announce the next speaker, Professor Takahisa Yokoi from the Shokai Gakuen University. Then you will teach me the right pronunciation to be better next time. The presentation of Professor Yokoi will focus on most on urban development, so strictly related to cities. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you for introducing me. This is Takahisa Yokoi from Sendai. Today I have a presentation on my recent research. この会場には日本語の方がいいという聴衆の方が多いと思うんですが、まず簡単に今1個前のプレゼンテーションについてちょっと簡単にちょっとお話しさせてもらうと、イタリアのピエモンテ地方で、なんていうかその都市構造としてはですね、いくつかのある程度の規模の都市が併存してお互いにですね、協調し合ってなんていうか発展していこうというようなことをですね、いろいろ考えているというようなお話だったんですね。で、後半の私の発表はですね、ちょっと東京都市圏といってですね、東京都市圏は今お話ししていただいたものとはそのだいぶ様相が違いまして、東京都心というのがまずあって、そこの中心としてなんていうかだんだん郊外に行くに従って人口密度が低くなっていくっていう、単一中心都市っていう、日本語ではいいんですね。それについてちょっと海外の経済学の学会で用意したプレゼンテーションでですね、ちょっと話す予定だったんですが、経済学のですね、素養があるないっていうなかなかわからない部分話してもしょうがないと思うので、だいぶ省略してですね話させていただこうと思います。 はい、それではですね、以降、英語で話させていただきます。Today, I have presentation on my recent research named Empirical Study on Urban Growth Control by Floor Area Ratio Regulation in Japan. This is Takashi Yokoi from Shoge Gakuin University at Natori. Natori is located near to Sendai in Miyagi Prefecture. In this page, we show the concept of floor area ratio, in Japanese, youseki-ritsu. This is the image for one building. There is a land area for this building, A, expressed by variable A. And imagine this building has height with h stories. So variable h shows the building height. And there is another variable, large f. Large f expresses the floor area for per story. So using these three variables, a, h, f, there we can calculate two ratio. The first one is small f, calculated by this equation, and the second one is k, calculated by this equation. In this slide, we show urban growth control by the floor area ratio regression. In the figure, there is a very simplified monocentric city model. In this figure, black line shows the population density when there is no restriction. Then the red line shows some controlled optimal result for the population density. Here is a city center, and we move to city fringe as the number is growing. There could be two restrictions. The one is city fringe location control. Building household in this area may be restricted. And then within the city, there are some difference between no restriction case and optimal regulated case. In this area, the population density should be moved to downward. Let me explain about what is floor area ratio regression. Imagine there is 4 buildings in this district. Two is 1 story height, and 1 is 2 story height, and 1 is 3 story height. And imagine municipal in this area introduce regulation on the upper limit of floor area ratio. Imagine that 200%. Important things here, this new regulation have no effect on the existing building. So especially this 3-story height building remains 3-story height. Then there is 3 vacant area. In the first case, 3 1-story height building built. So this municipal's floor area regulation have no effect on this district. In the second case, only 1 building 2-story height. So this restriction have effect at only one of three buildings. In the third case, all of three buildings 2-story height, so the regulation become very effective. I skip this slide. In this page, I explain about the interpretation of FAR regulation in the empirical result. FAR regulation in Japan is an uniform upper limit on the zone. So there are several effects on higher FAR regulation for households. Positive one is value of real estate increases as building conditions become free. There are also negative aspects. Environmental deterioration caused by high building in the surrounding lead to low evaluation of the land. Let me explain about local government system in Japan. There are one central government and there are 47 prefecture government. And at lowest level, there are about 2,000 municipal government. In municipal government level, its revenue is heavily depend on the property taxation, and municipal put the FAR regulation on the property in their territory. There are also positive and negative aspects of the FAR regulation for each local government. In positive aspect, if the population density become large, the tax revenue also increases. So it means the budget of the municipal become a larger one. So there is also repetition of a big city. There are also negative aspects. Higher population density means increasing expenditure such as lifeline costs, water and electricity supply, and public education, etc. So for this topic, I introduced new FAR, floor area ratio bind variable to the data set, and then try how the new variable works in the result. I skipped the economic models. This figure shows the total population of Japan in red line and population in Tokyo metropolitan area by blue line. We can see that total population of Japan is declining, but the population in Tokyo metropolitan area is increasing. So population control is an important thing in the metropolitan area. In this figure, we see the FAR regulation variable in Tokyo metropolitan area. Red area show the FAR regulation variable. Most popular FAR value are about over the 200%, and this gray line show that they are through 100% through 200%. Gray area show the most popular FAR regulation value are less than 100%. And this, in the right figure, we show the FAR buying percentage in this area. Red area show the FAR regulation restrictive, very restrictive on newly built condominiums. We skip this slide. This slide, that for the Kansai area, we are here, around here, but unfortunately, there is not enough land transaction data on this area, so I focus on the Tokyo metropolitan area. I show empirical result for 3 municipals. First one is Nishi Tokyo. It has 200,000 inhabitants. This population size is in previous presentations medium-sized city. This figure, I briefly show this empirical result. In this result, there is 2 models estimated, model 1 and model 2. The difference between 2 models are with or without the FAR regulation binded variable. In the later model, the coefficient for this new introduced variable is significantly positive. So we can say about for at least for Nishi Tokyo, our new variable our new variable works some important role in the land price determination. There is also Fuchu and Suginami, but I skip the presentation. Let me conclude my presentation. We introduced a new FAR regulation variable for land price model and tested the new variable's significance in the data for Tokyo metropolitan area. The results show that the new variable is a promising variable for property variable determination. And important, in my by contrast with the previous presentation, in Tokyo area, there is a very big monocentric city, but each municipal determines their population density in their territory. So this decentralized decision making may cause some very specific result in this area. So comparative study between the Piedmont and Tokyo metropolitan area may tell us something, a very important scientific insight. That's all of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Yokoi. I hope that in future we will have the chance to cooperate together and to work together in order to improve the quality of life of our citizens. Thank you all for having spent this occasion with us. Thanks a lot again to the Italian Pavilion and to Polytechnic University. And I hope you are enjoying the visit at the Italian Pavilion and enjoy the next part of the visit and have a good day. Thanks a lot again and see you soon.